Thunderbolt. We have the Rocky Mountain Thunderbolt BC edition. The spec on this thing is pretty awesome. It has a 130 pike up front, 120 RockShox Monarch out back, RockShox Reverb seat post. We have a XT brakes, a race base cinch crankset. And then we also have the XTR derailleur, XTR shifters, and then a Shimano cassette with a 46 tooth has the big one there. So 1x drivetrain, 27 5-inch wheels. Tires on this, we have the Minion DHF up front, Minion SS, a little more of a cross-country tire, kind of interesting looking. Out back, 800mm bars for the BC edition. Not sure of all the other differences between the other versions. Full carbon frame, which is awesome. Super light, and even for the lady putting it on top of the shuttle van today, even notice how light it feels. Really maneuverable. Pretty firm ride, but doesn't really feel harsh. I don't really bottom out that often. And this is pretty rocky terrain, so that's pretty impressive. Moab's pretty interesting because you have the slick rush all over the place, which is pretty brutal on your hands and kind of beats your body up. So you want a little more travel, but the problem is also you want a bike that climbs really well. So I think this bike actually does a pretty good job of mixing those two. Again, for the 29er, it might be a little bit nicer to have here. They also make the Rocky Mountain Instinct, which fits that bill exactly. Oh boy! Ah! All right, some slick rock climbing through here, really flat. This is where 29er would be so much nicer. These little bumps, sometimes it feels like just can't quite get a rhythm pedaling, constantly getting stopped. You have to really keep your speed up or you're gonna get stuck. Something that's kind of interesting about this XTR drivetrain is that it shifts really smooth. Like I said earlier, just shifts one click and you're there really fast. But when I'm shifting to an easier gear with this bigger lever right there, you have to really be soft with it. It'll shift 2 or 3 gears right away. So definitely not a bad thing, something to get used to. Climbing on stuff like this, not very ledgy, it climbs really well.
Hey, this is Bridger from Elevation, Utah. Thanks for watching the review of the Rocky Mountain Thunderbolt. When I put together the review, I realized I did not do a great job of summarizing my thoughts on the bike. So in this section right here, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of things that I like, things that I didn't like, and who I think this bike would be great for. So first of all, things that I like. This bike is playful. It's lightweight, it's a stiff carbon frame, 27 5-inch wheels, a pike fork up front. Everything about this bike just screams fun. It's really maneuverable, it pedals really efficiently, it feels really fast, light, and playful, so it's just really, it was a fun bike to ride. Second thing I liked about the bike is the build kit. So I kind of mentioned this earlier, but it has wider bars, wider rims, a beefier fork up front, a reverb dropper post. It was really a nice spec on the bike that's built more towards trail riding and not so much towards cross-country riding. And the last thing about this bike that I really like was the Ride 9 system. So this is the flip chip they have in the rear suspension of the bike. Rocky Mountain has this on most of their bikes. Most companies have some version of this now, but most companies only give you the ability to switch between two different positions. So usually you can maybe adjust the head angle between 66 and 66.5 or something to that extent. This bike gives you the ability to pick 9 different positions, and you can adjust the head angle from 68.2 degrees all the way out to 66.5 degrees, which is almost 2 full degrees of adjustability. It's just really cool that you can play with the bike that much and set it up the way that you want it to ride. So really cool system. Things that I don't like about the bike, really the only thing I can point to that could be fixed would be the rear tire. It has a cross-country tire in the back. It's the Minion SS. Which kind of seems strange in a bike like this that's built so much towards trail riding that they didn't give it a beefier rear tire. So who is this bike for? I think this bike could be perfect for somebody who prefers to ride a lot of smoother single track, whether it be cross-country riding, flow trails, anything like that where you're not necessarily needing more suspension to get over big drops or big jumps, or you don't want a bigger wheel because you want a bike to be more maneuverable and don't really need the ability to clear big obstacles a little bit easier. This bike would be perfect for that. We don't see a lot of bikes in this category with 27 5-inch wheels and only 120 millimeters of travel. Most bikes in this category are 29-inch wheels, which I think makes sense because if I were to buy a bike in this travel range, it would be a 29-inch bike. I think I'd forego the extra playfulness and just get a little bit bigger wheel to make the bike a little bit better all around. But for somebody who doesn't live in an area with a lot of ledges, roots, big drops, this bike would be perfect as a really fun, capable trail bike. So thanks again for watching this review. I'm Bridger from Elevation, Utah. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. If you like what you saw, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, click subscribe. Thanks.